Easter Sunday, yeah, Easter Sunday afternoon. Do you know what? I even forgot it was Easter. I usually prepare an Easter practice, and I just didn't think about that till this morning. And then I was really quickly thinking, what can I add about Easter in the class I prepared? But hopefully I've done okay anyway. Easter. Easter's all about rebirth, renewing. The goddess Easter, the goddess of fertility. So today I plan quite a strong practice, especially for the legs and the hips. Our legs are so important, aren't they? They do so much work, and in our hips we hold a lot there, a lot of physical stuff, but emotional stuff too. So working with strength. Now, if you do my classes, if you attend my classes, I always talk about a balance between being strong, yet gentle, relaxed, and being patient. Getting that balance through our practice and not rushing in there too much. Working gently, patiently, getting the balance, and you get there. So we're building up that strength and patience. Strength and patience to help us to let go. Really hard letting go sometimes, isn't it? But before we move on, before we can have new growth, we have to let go of the old stuff often, the stuff that's unnecessary. So letting go, we do a lot of that in yoga, using the breath. Being strong enough to let go, to accept change, and then we can move on and maybe move to new things, being a bit more creative, embracing the new, the rebirth, the new Easter. So let's sit beautifully still and comfortably and start with a few breaths. Comfortable position, and if you don't want to have your legs crossed for now, no problems. Hands can be on the knees, palms down, palms up, shoulders relaxed. Take time to be comfy. Let the breath settle. And we'll do a few breaths together. So you're going to breathe in up into your tummy, up into your ribs, into your chest, into your back. Pause. A nice long, slow, complete out breath. Pause. Again. Into the tummy, up into the ribs, up into the chest, into the back. Pause. A nice long, slow, complete out breath, navel to spine. Pause. A few more of those on your own. And we'll go a bit deeper. So come with me. Breathing up into the tummy, up into the sides of the ribs, right up into the collarbone area between the shoulders, and pause. And letting go slowly and completely, draw the belly in and pause with the breath out. Coming again, breathing up into the tummy, up into the side of the ribs, right up into the collarbone area between the shoulders. Pause. And let it all go beautifully slowly. Navel to spine, and hold the breath out, retain the out breath. And then just a few more in your own time. Feel the ribs expanding to the fronts and the sides and the back too. And remember the pauses. Especially that pause at the end of the out breath, where you can let go a little bit further. And the shoulders are relaxed. Well done. Do the breath you're on and one more. And then just sitting quietly, breathing naturally, taking time to check in on how you feel now. And then open your eyes. Bring yourself back. So when we connect to the breath and the movement in our body, we can move towards a gentler, more creative and healthy way of life. Let's do a few little stretches here for the neck. So tuck your chin and lengthen the back of the neck. Relax the shoulders. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Take a little peek towards your right armpit. Tuck the chin in more. Roll your head to the centre. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Tuck your chin in. Take a little peek towards the armpit, the thigh on the left side. Tuck the chin in. Roll your head to centre. Relax the shoulders. Create some space through the back of the neck. Tuck the chin in. Lift the head up slowly. Crown, brow, eyes. Good. Place your right hand down and lengthen through the sides of the body. Root down through your right sitting bone. Great. And over you come. You can take the elbow down or not. You can look up. You can have the palm down or up. Keep the shoulders soft. Nice deep breaths into the right, left ribs, making space. A couple more breaths, you might bend the elbow. So I've got a new camera here, so hopefully you can hear me better. But it's a bit weird because it's reversing the image of me, which the old one didn't do, so you might get a little bit discombobulated with the left and right again. And reach all the way through the right side. I'm not going to play music through the practice. I've decided it distorts everything a bit, but you're very welcome to have your own music in the background if you so wish. Oh, it's so yummy to stretch to the sides of the body, isn't it, and make space. Well done, come up. So I'm just going to blow my candle out. So stretch your legs out in front of you while I do that and take the legs a little bit apart here. Or quite a bit apart maybe. Have you comfortable. And if you want to perch your bum on the edge of a block or a cushion, that's fine as well. Keep the legs nice and relaxed. Good. Interlink your fingers and take your hands to your brow. Breathe into your brow centre. And as you breathe out, push away and let go of anything you don't need to think about. Let go. Inhaling up, a little back bend, and exhaling sweet round. If you can't hook your toes, that really doesn't matter. Okay, let's come again. Connecting to the throat. Breathe in deeply into the throat. And breathe out, let go of anything you don't need to say. Inhaling up, a little back bend. And exhaling. Just come as far as is right for you. Well done. And again. To the heart. Breathe into the space of the heart. Retain the breath. And letting go of all those things you don't need. Letting go. And up you come. And circle back. Come up really slowly. Relax your shoulders. Release anything you're sitting up. I'm going to come straight up into down dog. I have to adjust a bit where I am because of my new camera. It's a better picture, but it took a bit more adjusting than the other one, so it didn't cut the top of my head off. So you're on hands and knees here. Let's tuck our toes on and come straight up into your first down dog. Lengthen your neck. Take a little moment to have a walk or do whatever you need to do. That's good. I'm just checking you can see me. That's cool. Stretch it out. We're going to come straight into a lunge. So you're going to lift your right leg up. Really lengthen that leg. Draw the knee in, round the back. And see if you can step your foot through. Take the left knee down. If this is too difficult, you come on hands and knees and help that right foot through. Let's tuck the toes under, walk back a bit. Hands either side of the right foot. And we'll come back. And we'll come forward, deeper lunge. Good. So if you need extra padding under that left knee, put something there. A little blanket or a cushion or a rolled up mat. Another mat. Great. A couple more of these. And next time you come back, we're going to hold it. Lengthen your spine away from your hips. Push your sit bones back. It's like your spine wants to go one way, your sitting bones want to go the other. Just like two trains going in opposite directions. Really lengthen the spine out of the pelvis. Keep the chest lifted, and you're very welcome to stay there. We could have a little wiggle here. You can wiggle. Good. And then keeping the legs through the front and sides of the body, some of you might come forward and gaze over your toes. Draw the belly in. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, relax through the hips. Shoulders soft. You may walk further forward. It's quite nice to walk back if you've got a stronger purchase, and turn your fingertips towards the back of the mat and fold over. So this is Ardha Hanuman posture, the half monkey god posture, the half splits. Breathe into any areas of tightness, and on the out breath, letting go. Great. Bend the knee, stack your spine on top of your pelvis, firm up your belly, roll the shoulders back, and open into a crescent moon lunge. So we've got this beautiful curve through the spine. Feel like you want to push the back of the heart towards the front. This lovely curve behind the heart centre. These are wonderful postures. They not only give us this lovely heart opening stretch, but also they're really good for strengthening that big front thigh muscle in the left leg. Really strengthening your psoas muscle. It runs up your inner leg, goes round and joins your legs to your upper body. So that needs to be strong. Fabulous. Let's come forward. Take your left hand down. You may need something to put it on, a brick or a block. Always make sure you've got equipment before you start. And let's spiral and open round towards your right. You can look at your hand or not. Nice deep breath. Some people like to walk the right foot out a bit. See if you can sink a little bit lower so you get more of a yummy stretch through that front thigh. Great. You've got a choice. You can either stay here or you can tuck the toes under, walk the knee back so you rest above the patella, the knee joint, and the bind might be available to you. So just keeping the opening or taking the bind. Another 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out, sinking a bit deeper, relaxing through that front thigh. The in-breath, the out-breath. Can you twist a bit more? Breathing in and out, looking towards that back foot. Well done. Come to the front, tap the back toes under. Take a nice big stretch out in down dog. Lift the knees but keep them soft. Draw the thighs up towards the hips. Lengthen the neck. So we're ready again. Lift the heels off. Take the leg up. Take the left leg up. Draw the knee through or stay on your hands and knees and help that foot through. Tuck the back toes under. Take that right knee down. So if you can walk back a bit to get more of a stretch through the front thigh muscle, look up. Good. And we'll take it back. 1, 2. Keep the spine long. See if you can sink a little bit lower. 3. Curl the toes up towards you. 4. And 5. And hold. Have a wiggle if you need to. Oh, it's nice to have a wiggle there, isn't it? Lovely long spine. So you want to curl the toes up, push back with your left sitting bone. Feel that space. Great. Lengthen the spine out the pelvis. Keep the shoulders soft. And you might come down. So when we come forward, we're always moving from the hips. The chest is leading and the spine's just chilling out there, just coming along for the ride. Nice, easy breaths. Ardha Hanuman posture, half monkey gods, half splits. Walk the fingers forward. If you've got your own practice and you want to go into full splits, you're very welcome. I can't see you. The full splits, if you want to have a little go, you know, that's your practice. I know we're all different. Couple more breaths. You might walk the fingers back. Keep the knees soft, don't lock it up. So, place the foot on the floor, be steady, zip up the tummy muscles. Place your hands on your thigh. Stack your spine on top of your pelvis and open up to this beautiful back bend. If you look up, lift the eyes, not the chin. Feel the back of the neck is lengthening between the shoulders. That's where we lift from, lift between the shoulders. Turn the pinky fingers towards the front and you'll feel the shoulders sliding down the back. Think about breathing in energy, and as you breathe out, sending that energy all the way through you. Breathing in energy, breathing out, sending that energy through you to recharge you, revitalise you and nourish you today. Reach forward, take your right hand down, maybe walk the left foot out a little bit, sink a bit lower. Take your left hand on your left thigh and take a peek behind you, what's happening. Then we're going to open up. Push down with a supporting hand. Think about your belly, your ribs, your chest, all revolving. Nice deep breaths. On the out breath, see if you can open up this twist a bit more. You can lean back, lean to the side. Some of you will tuck the toes under And you can lift. Or I didn't mean to do that one. I didn't do it last time. That's for later. That's for something to look back later. Bend the knee, rest above the knee joint. This is the one I meant to do. Ooh. You can pull on the outer foot to get you round a bit more. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. Feel the stretch through the right thigh. If some of you have got a stronger practice, I didn't say this last time, and you want to get the elbow down, you probably know anyway. You can come on the outer edge of the foot. So many variations we can do in our practice. 3 more breaths. I'm missing the classes so much. I'm missing, you know, this is the only way I can connect to you at the moment. It's so lovely when we all get back together again, won't it? But we just have to do our best now. Thank you. Let's come up. Tuck the toes under. Let's take 5 nice, deep, restorative breaths in downward dog. Carry on with your down dog. I'm just having a drink of water. Carry on with the breath. Keep the neck long. If the heels come down, lift the toes up and spread them out. Feel the balls of the feet. A couple more lovely breaths. Well done. Come onto hands and knees. Round the back. And take Balasana, the child. Tuck the chin in. Relax in child. Hold the child posture. Feel the breath in your back. Feel the breath between the shoulders. Feel the tailbone lengthening and relax. Take some time resting in child. And you look like an egg here. An egg is a symbol rich in tradition, representing new possibilities, new life and growth. Keep connecting to your breath. And then think of an inner quality that you'd like to grow. Maybe you need more patience. Maybe you need to boost your confidence. Or maybe you need to learn to let go. Just take a little while to think what you need for yourself and set your intention. And when you've set your intention, very slowly coming up, take your hands in front of you, come onto your knees, take the knees back a little bit, a little baby push up, come all the way down to the earth. Choose your back bend, either the Sphinx, taking the hands down and rising up into Cobra, draw the shoulders back, draw the chest forward, relax your buttocks. If you need to ease your heels out, do. Breathe in, push the chest through, breathe out, lengthen the spine. If this is too much, always come down onto the elbows. I'm going to take a little peek over your right shoulder. See if you can see your left toe, heel. 1, 2, a bit more, 3. Well done. Come to the centre. Let's go the other way. 1, 2, 3. Come all the way down. Make a pillow. Just windscreen wipe your legs to take any pressure off the back. You need to go gentle with back bends, especially as I'm not here to keep an eye on you. Take your legs down. Take it all the way back onto hands and knees. Stretch back a moment. Take a little wiggle here. Lengthen the lower back after that back bending. Feel the breath between the shoulders. Take your hands towards you. Tuck your toes under. Come into a little squat here. If you need to place something under your heels, do. There. Take your hands to your heart. We take a few breaths there. So imagine there's a little weight attached to your tailbone pulling you down. Another one to your breastbone lifting you up, the crown of your head lifting you up. Feel free to stay there or take the hands down for a little forward bend and look at your fingers. Or either look a little bit further ahead. Creep your arms forward, maybe come up on fingertips, tuck the chin in. Keep walking the fingers away and feel a lovely stretch through the back. All the way back. Feel the breath between the shoulders in your mid-back. And breathe into this area. The area of our lungs is much larger in our back than our front. Feel the ribs expanding here to the back and the sides, as well as the front body. Keep the shoulders soft. Walk the fingers away a bit further. Slowly, slowly walk your hands back. Turn the toes to the front. And let's restack the spine as we come up to standing. Well done. And you walk to the front of your mat. I'm staying sideways on like this so you can see me. I think it's a lot easier. So let's do something called swinging Uttanasana. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Bend the knees, sweep the floor with your fingers. Draw your arms up behind you. Knees soft, inhaling up, little back bend. And exhaling down, always moving from the hips. Get your lovely flow with your breath. The breath is the very essence of our asana practice. I'm going to do 2 more and then stay down there. Great. Coming up. And exhale down. Hold it there. Just hold it there a moment. Lift your sit bones higher. Relax your shoulders. Lengthen your neck. And get that lovely waterfall effect to the spine. Just flowing over your legs. Next long. We're going to step back into a high lunge now. So go gently. Take your left foot back. Tuck the toes are tucked under. The heels off in this. It's a version of Warrior 2, but not Warrior 2. The knees over the ankle. Great. If you want to take that back knee down too. Lift your chest so it's exactly the same as the crescent moon. We can bend the knee a little bit and we can straighten it. We can bend the knee a bit and we can straighten and open up a bit more. That's wonderful. Keep the belly firm. Just lean back a bit like there's that hand at the back of between the shoulders and you can let go and draw the ribs down. Keep the shoulders soft. Reach forward. Take your left hand down. You may need some support. Put your right hand on your right outer thigh and take a plank. And exactly like you did before when you were kneeling, when that back knee was down, take that. So when people are doing this, a lot of people lift the hips up. Stay low. That's it. Stay low. Keep twisting. Great. Think about your belly coming past your thigh. The shoulders are back. That back left thigh is beautifully strong and the knees soft. Lovely, well done. So this is all about balance or strength, and strength this sequence. Firm up your tummy because that's going to help you as you come up really carefully, she says, and really gracefully into your high lunge, Alanasana posture. And we're going to practice our balance from here. So we're going to really push down with that right foot. Come with me. Breathe in, draw the knee forward. Breathe out. Breathe in. And sweep back to a version of Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, Flying Bird. Flex the foot, square the hips off. Let's come again. Breathe in. Breathe out. Firm up the tummy. Breathe in. And flying back. So when you've got a nice strong core, that's going to help you to move from one posture to the other with grace. And it's going to protect your back and keep you strong and help your balance. I'm only going to take 5 breaths here, you could add to know. Flex the foot, square the hips off. That's 1 breath. Keep the standing legs soft. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in and out. Step back gracefully with that left leg, isn't it? I'm going to turn the toes out, clip the heel in. So I've come to the classic version of Warrior 1. There you go. Straighten the front leg. Sink again a bit deeper. Roll the shoulders back. Look at that left arm and sweep up and open to your second warrior, Virabhadrasana 2. So check that knees over the ankle. So you're going to see the big toe, but maybe not the little toe. The back leg's strong. Straighten the front leg and lunge again. Go a bit deeper. Good. Palms come up. Push down. Relax the shoulders. Push down. Great. So we're doing a different version here. We're doing Male Warrior, the great warrior, the powerful warrior. So you're going to interlink your hands behind your back. Your gaze is over your right shoulder. Or you may, let me show you. So you're either interlinking your hands behind your back, or you're doing the reverse prayer there. Try and get the palms together, index finger together, and roll the shoulders back. Or you can just keep the hands on the hips. Find your posture. So really pushing down with that back foot, especially the outer edge of the back foot, keeping the back knee soft, gazing intently over the right shoulder, rolling the shoulders back, and getting that balance between being strong and powerful and stable, and relaxed and patient and gentle with this practice. So our legs are strong, our in-breath is strong, but our shoulders and our out-breath and our attitude is relaxed. See if you can sink a bit deeper and have some attitude with this posture. Strong posture with attitude. Great. So your legs might be screaming now. Straighten the front leg. Reach the arms out. Reach towards the front. Take your hand to your shin, your knee, or wherever you do. Roll that left hip back. Trikonasana. So if you want to keep the arm tucked behind you, you know, some of you know that's an option. Nice, easy breaths. I'm working to make my spine the third side of the triangle. You may need to have to take your hand to the knee. It doesn't matter. It's much better to do that than, oh, I can get all the way down and doing that and coming to a forward bend. One lovely line between the arms. You don't have to look up. Tuck your tail under. Keep the knees soft. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, and breathe out a little bit more twist here. I absolutely love the triangle. It's so energizing. It's a really good posture for this time of the year. It helps to stimulate the liver and the gallbladder. Quite a detoxifying posture. If you want to go stronger, take the arm over by the ear. Feel that yummy diagonal stretch, and you can look up. Then some people burn the arm. And you can look under the armpit. Just look to the pinky toe. And breathe. Really lengthening out the waist, making space between the ribs. And you're just hanging out there. You're hanging out there. And you're letting gravity the weight of your body and your breath ease you down and ease you out. And breathing in and out, and in and out. Bend the front knee, and very carefully and gracefully take that left hand down, inner right foot, right hand outer right foot, turn the left toes and come onto your knee here. Good. So I'm starting to work into the hips now. Let's just take a little bit of a play here, like we did before. Curl the toes up, bend the knee, and we'll take a little bit of a moment to ease out there. Probably feel you need to. A little bit wiggle if you want to. That work. Good. Push back one more time. And the next time you bend your knee, you're going to hold it there. Tuck the back toes under, get a little bit deeper lunge. Take your hands inner right foot. Maybe walk the right toes out a little bit. I find it's better for my knee. Push the earth away and really sink down. Like there's that weight attached to your tailbone pulling you down. And this might be quite enough for you. This is quite strong. Feel the stretch through the front thigh. We're stretching out the psoas muscle, that big muscle. Some of you may be able to get the elbows down and the thumbs towards the brow centre. Some of you may come on the outer edge of that left foot. Nice deep breaths wherever you are. And you can always find something like a block or even a cushion. If you haven't, next time, just make sure you come prepared with a few props to sort of rest on if that's easier for you, or even like that. You can use anything you've got, really. See if you can sink a little bit lower. Allowing yourself to soften with each out breath. 2 more breaths, breathing in and out, and in and out. And well done. Turn the toes towards the front, take your hand each side of that right foot, tuck the left toes under, step to forward bends. Fingertips are by the toes or hands are on the shins. Look up, nice flat back. Exhale, fold. Good. Let's do another one. Looking up. Nice flat back, chest lifted and hinge and the hips fold. Keep the knees soft, come all the way up. Hands meet in a prayer at the heart. And we're ready to do the other side. I'm going to just come on like this, okay? Have a drink. And you have a drink if you need to as well. Good. And when you're ready, we'll start. We'll start with swinging Uttanasana. Breathing in. And exhale. There's 5 of these. The in-breath. And the out-breath. Get a lovely flow with your breath here. And 3. Oh, there's one more, I believe, unless I've lost count. I'm not very good at counting. And all the way down. Holding your forward bends a moment. Good. So you're going to step your left leg back. Toes tucked under. The right knee's over the ankle. No, I've got it wrong, haven't I? You step your right leg back. Left knee's over the ankle. That's it. There. So I'm not on a tightrope, I've got a line between the feet. You can look up, but if you look up, lift the eyes, not the chin. See if you can sink a little bit lower. The tummy's firm. I've got a lovely stretch in the pubic bone to the throat as I open up my heart. Bend the knee and come a bit more. Bend the knee and come a bit more. Lovely strong back leg. Feel the stretch through that front thigh muscle. All these standing postures are very strengthening for our legs and arms and our hips and shoulders. Good. Reach forward. You may need to take the back knee down. Please do if you need to. Take the right hand down and maybe put the toes out a bit. Good. Take a peek, see what's happening behind you. What's going on there? And then you can open up. Watch that knee stays over the ankle. Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out a bit more twist. Make it your own posture. As much back bend as you need. Okay, keep the hips level and facing down. I found I was twisting a little bit towards my left there. Using that core strength, that's going to help. Remember to keep the hips low as well. 2 more breaths. Breathing in and out. And in and out. And well done. See if you can come very carefully, using your balance, zipping up those core muscles and all the way up. So maybe engaging well a bandha, that's your root lock, little lift in the pelvic floor. That gives us support as well. And we can move from here then, can't we? Yeah. Oh dear. Some days are wobbly, aren't they? I'm going to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Flying bird. Oh, it is a wobbly day. I'm glad the settee's there. Oh, it's a wobbly side. Breathe in and breathe out. I mustn't kick the bookcase. Breathe in and breathe out. So really rooting down through that standing leg. And the in-breath and the out-breath. In. And there, you can do it. You can breathe for 5. And exhale. 1. Keep that right knee soft, that left knee soft. Breathing in and out. The toes are facing down because that squares the hips off. That's 3. Chest lifted. 4. Breathing in and out. And with grace, turn the toes out. Heel in. Virabhadrasana. 1. Check your knees still over the ankle. Straighten the front leg and lunge a bit deeper. Sweep that arm back. I'm opening to 2. I might need to take that right foot back a little bit more there. Well done. Warrior 2. Push your palms down as if you want to push the earth away. Push your feet into the mat. So if you want to turn them out in 2. Straighten the front leg and come a bit deeper. Palms are up, relax the shoulders, palms are down. Just check that your upper body is over your hips. Good. Shoulders are over your hips. Palms are up, palms are down. Maya warrior, the powerful warrior. And reach back, interlink the fingers. Try and do the opposite clasp if you did that last time. Or reverse prayer. Roll the shoulders back, roll the elbows back. Or just gently having the hands on the hips. Gazing over the left knee. Pushing down with the outer back foot, sinking a little bit deeper into your mat. Feel the stretch between the inner thighs. Getting that balance of being strong but gentle. Strong legs. Strong arms, strong in-breath, relax shoulders and out-breath. Powerful attitude. Just breathe. Keep pushing through the feet. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel the support. And as you breathe in, feel light. Get the balance. Let's do 2 more. Breathing in and out and in and out. Straighten the front leg. Reach the arms out. Make some space all the way through the left side of the body and keep that as you reach. Get a lovely length from the right hip to the left fingers. Where's your hand going to go for triangle? Just to the knee maybe or further down. Roll the shoulder back, lift the heart. So you always know you can wrap the arm round, don't you? Breathe in, lengthen the spine and breathe out a little bit more twist here. You don't have to look up. You can look ahead, just don't look down. Keep the neck in line with the spine or look up. Just feel the arms are stretching from your heart centre, so you've got no shoulders to feel icky. Feel the space you're making through the right ribs, stretching out those intercostal muscles, and the knees are soft, but the thighs are working and drawing up. And if you need to soften that front knee, do. A couple more breaths. Breathing in and out, and in and out. Sweep the arm down. Turn the right toes to the front, take the right knee down. Walk the left toes out, hands in the left foot. And we'll move here. Have a wiggle. Oh. How are your legs feeling? Okay, we worked quite hard. I'm going to take my hand the other side of the left foot for balance. And we worked quite strongly. Great. Now inner. Walk the left foot out. Turn the left toes out if you need to. Come onto the outer edge of the foot if you want more work in the hips. Push the earth away. You might bend the elbows and come down. That might be quite enough. You might be able to get your chin in your hands. You might get your thumbs to your brow. You might even get your forehead in your palms. And just breathe. Any props that you need? Allow a softening to take place. Where can you let go? Where can you soften even more? Just relaxing, letting go to that lovely pause at the end of the out-breath. Doing so well here. How can you feel more grounded? You're not clenching your teeth, are you? Or screwing up your forehead or your eyes so open. Just letting go. Sometimes the hardest thing is to let go, isn't it? On our mats or in our life. Well done. This time it's different. Then tuck the back toes under, come back. 5 nice deep breaths in, down dog. Keep the neck long. Press down with the hands. Get that lovely lift all the way through the spine. As you push down with your hands, you can lift your tail higher. You can feel the space through the sides of the body. Curl the toes up if you can and push down through the balls of the floor. Keep the knees soft. Well done. When I'm upside down like this, I can see where I haven't cleaned under the settee properly. Come and rest in child. Allow yourself to soften. Give your fingers a wiggle if you need to. Keep your shoulders soft. Keep your neck relaxed. Feel the breath through the back body. And take time to check how you feel and how your back feels. And then come up very slowly and come and sit down with your legs straight out in front of you. So I was going to do a pigeon sequence, but there's not time for this hour one. I am doing a longer class on Monday night via Zoom. If you want details of that, just email me. There's a couple more spaces left. And if you like the YouTube classes, don't forget to subscribe and like. I'd be most grateful, thank you. So we're still working to the hips here. I'll start off with a gentle version and give you an option. Bend your right knee, put the right foot on the mat and take the right knee directly over the left. So we're in our cow head legs, okay? Or shoelaces it's sometimes called. That right knee is directly over the left. Just sit there a moment and see how that feels for you. Good. Some of you may be able to tuck on the left knee and come into the full posture. My knees are stacked. It's often good to have a block or a cushion to stick your bum on. Okay. Sit nice and tall. So sideways on. I'll sit this way so you can get an idea as well. Good. Just check that you're not sitting on your foot and get comfortable. Oh, take a few breaths there. Knees are stacked. You might want to put your hands down, lift your bum up and ease your sitting bones over towards the left. Nice straight spine. So all you can do is in this one is just relax and let go. Don't try too hard. Meet any resistance with acceptance. It takes time. If you want to go a bit deeper, you might stay there or you might come forward. Chin towards the knee, reach the arms forward and relax. Let go. Be happy wherever you are. Some of you have the underneath leg straight, and that's a different stretch. It's lovely as well. Keep that leg very active, then you get a really yummy stretch to the back of that left leg. And you come forward in that and see if you can get your chin towards your knee. Breathe into anywhere that's a little bit tight, a little bit niggly. And invite that area back into a sense of wholeness with the rest of your body. It's all about being gentle and patient and giving ourselves time to let go, to release all the connective tissue that we're made up of. So you breathe into an area that's tight and you let go. And then maybe you go a bit deeper and you let go a bit further. Or maybe you back off. It's called playing your edge. Just take a couple more breaths there. Really lovely. And come out. Well, I'd like to sort of spend longer doing those, but because of time I'm not. Do practice at home. It's just want to stay and play some nice music and relax with it. Just going to go straight and give the legs a little bit of a, oh, are they okay? These are. So let's try the other side. It might be very different the other side. You take your left knee over your right on top. Just check the knees directly over the other knee. And if it's not, don't worry, you just need a little bit more work in the hips. Some of you might come onto your side, take the full posture. You might need something under your bum. This might be very, it's always different, isn't it? Try to push down with your left sitting bone. It's not so easy, is it? You can hold your toes if you like. Good. Sometimes it's a bit easier if you push your hands against your feet and flex your feet. Ease yourself down. Where are you holding? Where are you tight? You may stay there, or you may take a few breaths here and have a little wiggle. Seems to be an either love or hate pose. We have to do the ones that we're resistant to. Of course, if you've got the right leg straight, get a lovely yummy stretch through the back of the back. And if it, you know, I didn't say carry on with whatever you're doing. I should have said so at the beginning, but for this arm pigeon, I've been advising people that have got issues with the hips, you know, do practices at home, maybe do a little laying down sort of pigeon instead of this, or like this, okay, or even just sitting like this. So those are always options, you know, don't push yourself too much. So do practice that one at home. Good. Couple more breaths here. Right. So I'm really sorry. I should have said at the beginning of the class you needed a strap. So if you're organised and you've got something beside you, brilliant. But if you haven't, just take time to go and look for something. And if you haven't got anything, we'll just have to do our best today. But you can watch the video, you know, you can stop now. Go and find a strap. Of course, we're on video, aren't we? So press pause and go and find one. I don't have to wait for you, do I? I was thinking I was doing it live. I'll get used to this soon. So just sitting nice and tall, take a few breaths there. So you can keep your left leg straight, you just put the left foot on the mat for this. Really draw the right knee in. I'll sit this way round. I shall decide which way to sit in a minute. I might be moving. Take the strap under the foot and we take a little hamstring stretch there. So if you want to put that foot on the mat, do. If you want to lay down, do as well. If you need to lay down for this, do. Keep the shoulders soft, keep lifted. So I'm going to lay down now to a forward bit because I've got the settee behind me. So I might keep that leg straight as I lay down or bend the knee, come all the way down. And there you are. Release the strap and just do some little circles so we can still hold it. Little tiny circles from the hip. Just like you're circling round the saucer. And then a tea plate. And then wider to a dinner plate as you make the circles bigger. Oh, and bigger. They're nice big circles. We've worked quite a lot with the hips and legs today, so it's good to stretch them out. Let's start to reverse the circles and gradually decrease them. Decreasing them until you come to that dinner plate, tea plate, the saucer, and we'll rest. We'll hold our hamstring stretch. So you might want to put that left foot on the mat or not. Hold the strap really lightly, rest the elbows on the mat. Curl the toes up towards you. Think about easing the thigh away from your shins towards you. This is really the best way to stretch out your legs. Have a go at home. Well, you're at home, aren't you? Have a go in your own time. Good. So I'm going to open my leg out to your right. Hold the strap in the right hand. You may need to put your left foot on the mat now for stability. Take your leg out to the side. Rest the right elbow down. Toes down, heels up. Good. Some of you will be able to straighten that the other leg, but keep the hips squared off. Maybe put your hand on the left hip to draw it down. So this is a sort of version of triangle, really, a laying down triangle, like we did standing up. Keep turning the toes down, heels up, to make that space through the inner thigh. A couple more breaths. Relax into the posture. Take your leg up very carefully. Take your hands a little bit higher up the strap. You can either stay down there or we can draw the belly in and we can curl up our forehead towards our knee. You can put the foot flat, lifting up, knee towards forehead. Take the strap, straighten your leg or don't, and all the way up. So go carefully with that. Take your leg out to the side. Put your right foot, left inner thigh, I'll turn around so you can see me. Release the strap, inhale up and reach forward. So you may take a bind around the foot or you might push your hands into the mat. You might hold your strap. Breathe in, lengthen the spine, breathe out, relax. Keep relaxing through that opposite thigh. And a little bit more. You're doing very well here. Lengthening the spine out of the pelvis, curling the toes up, keeping that right leg active, pushing back through the sitting bone. Well done. Come up. This is a version of crane. Bend the knee, take the strap under the foot, and coming up into crane. You can hold the strap. Some of you may be able to hold the foot. Some of you might hold the back of the knee. Okay, so lots of options. Keep that knee soft. Feel the stretch you're making through the back of that leg, through the hamstring. Keep the shoulders soft. Your gaze is at your toe. That's beautiful. Lovely. Couple more breaths. Breathing in and out, and in, and out. Bend your knee and rock your baby, or you've got a choice here. You can do some nice big circles. Do what feels good for you. You rock your baby, or you might little prayer hands like that. Relax there. Draw in a bit more. So, and breathe into any tightness that's left in that right hip, that right glute. We hold such a lot in our hips, so do go gently with this letting go, won't you? Do be kind and gentle to yourself. There's no deadline. We've got forever to practice this yoga. So lucky, aren't we? Release that leg. Give a bit of ease out. We can do the other side. How are you feeling? Okay, I hope. Hope I haven't worked you too hard. Brilliant. So where was I? Oh yeah. Stretching it out. So try to sit forward. Try not to grip the strap for dear life. You might put that foot flat to start with. That feels a bit better actually. Keep the shoulders soft. When you grip the strap for dear life, you get all that tension up through the fingers, the hands, the arms, the shoulders, and right into your face and neck. Well, you don't need it. There's enough tension in life without making any more, isn't there? I'm going to turn round so you can see me. Have a wiggle to the front of the mat. When you've only got a small room, space is a premium, isn't it? You have to keep adjusting all the way down. And so hold the strap lightly and we'll start on little baby circles, the saucer, the tea plate, the dinner plate. What's a big dinner plate? Maybe a dustbin lid. You're working from the hips, not your ankles. Remember that. I like these circles. Just imagine that you're painting a big circle on the ceiling with your toes, and let's go the other way. Any creaks and crunches there? Any icky bits? Oh. And smaller, and smaller, and smaller. Take your hamstring stretch. Hold the strap lightly, rest the elbows on the floor. You can straighten that right leg now if you want to. Thighs away from you, shins towards you, keep the knees soft. So that other leg, keep it really active if it's nice and straight. Ease down through the right front thigh. Just imagine there's that elephant on the thigh, pushing it down. Sometimes it's harder to have that right leg beautifully straight, isn't it, than the left leg. Hold the strap in the left hand and take the leg out. Rest the elbow. Hips are facing the ceiling. If they're not, put the right foot on the mat. Toes down, heels out. We've got this lovely stretch through the inner thighs. Some people like to come on the outer edges of the right foot and open up the right knee a bit more. It's totally up to you, or straighten the leg if you want to. See if you can take the leg a bit higher. Toes down, heels up, so you really get that lovely sort of external rotation of the hips. Good. Well done. Stretch the leg up. Put the foot on the mat if you need to or not. And we'll lift if it's right for you, or just stay there. We're lifting up now, forehead to knee. Nose to knee. Good. All the way up. Okay, take the leg out. I'll come to the front. If you're comfortable, bend the knee. January Shinasana. Lift up your bum. Just take your belly button so it's over your thigh. And we're going to reach. It's quite nice actually to push down to the earth. Breathe in, lengthen the spine. Breathe out, relax, especially through that right side. You know, I didn't say this last time. You may need a little bit of support under that thigh. That helps me that side because I've got my arthritic knee. Starts to play up a bit sometimes in this posture. My gaze is over my toes. I'm not rounding the back with nose to knee here. Once again, you're lengthening the spine out of the pelvis. Like there's two trains, spine going one way, sit bones going the other way. Breathing in and out. Come up, bend the knee. Either take the strap under the foot, or hold under the foot, or hold under the thigh like that. Keep the shoulders soft. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well done. Rock your. You might do some circles. Your own play. Just check how your hips are feeling now. Does this side feel any different from the other? How do they feel after your practice? You might be able to hold baby. Rock. You might kiss baby's little head there. You might do that. So breathing in gently and kindly. Being kind to yourself. We hold a lot in our hips. Letting go. Well done. Come down. And good. So give your legs a little thank you. Thank you, legs, for working so hard today. And they have. You've done really, really well. I know you have. Even though I can't see you. That's the only way I can connect with some of you. So thank you so much for doing the videos. I have thought about you all. Let's take Shavasana. Make sure you're really comfortable, laying on your back with your knees bent. Do take time to, even if you need to turn it off and go get a bolster, a cushion, a blanket, get what you need. And take time to settle in your Shavasana. Good. So when you're down there, take a few slow breaths and allow yourself to let go into the surface on which you're lying on. You can breathe in through the nose and you can breathe out. Oh, do a big sigh if you need to. And check you're comfortable. So I always like this. It's called the full moon mantra. So it doesn't matter if there's a full moon or not really. We've been talking about letting go. I release the need for those things in my life that are not serving my purpose or higher self. I release the need for those things in my life that are not serving my purpose or higher self. I'm not afraid to let go. I'm not afraid to let go. And in their place, I receive love, joy, and abundance. In their place, I receive love, joy, and abundance. So now, give yourself the permission just to be in your Shavasana. You're very welcome to stay there for longer. Or otherwise, come onto your side. Have a little wiggle or do whatever you need to do. A stretch, a bit of a yawn, a bit of a sigh. A few deeper breaths. Slowly bringing yourself back into your day. As you come onto your side, put your hand down. Open your eyes. Help yourself up to seated. Finish this practice. Breathing in prana mudra. Taking your hands to the crown, the brow for peaceful thoughts, your throat for kind words, and to your hearts. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing the practice. Have a lovely week.